Let's get Loki doing. During the mid-2010s, Disney XD had some memorable cartoons that mostly everyone remembers.
Dude, you ready to blow up these hot dogs in the microwave one by one?
But there were some cartoons that aired on Disney XD during the same time period that most people have forgotten. Some of them being cartoon imports. But that's not the topic for this video. Today, I will be taking a look back at one of Disney XD's most underappreciated cartoons back in the mid-2010s. Doraemon, Gadget hat from the future. Doraemon first aired on Disney XD on July 7, 2014, being the first Doraemon show to air in America. The show premiered on Disney XD's Animation block, which was a weekday morning block during the summer where a bunch of cartoons aired new episodes and other new cartoons premiered alongside it. Out of the two new cartoons that premiered on Animation, I found Doraemon to be more interesting. The show had a simple plot, being Doraemon to go back to the past and help Nobi from his everyday poor choices. Basically, the intro and the first episode does a really good job explaining to viewers its premise. After the first couple of episodes, you could clearly tell the show's plot structure, setting, and characters are all thought out by the viewer at times. Speaking of characters, the cast in Doraemon are very interesting, mainly Nobi's friends. They might sound bland or just simple traits slapped on the characters, but each of them has a distinguished personality to them. On one end, we have Big G, the tempered one in Nobi's friend group.
Did you say garbage? Well, these are the only math notes you've got right now!
Oh, Big G!
So it was you all along! Think all those little pranks you pulled on me were funny, do ya? Now that you've had the quiz, it's time for the crush! That was fun! Let's play again sometime!
Not only is he mean and aggressive, but he has a passion for singing, which is terrible. It's so bad that he made so many people go to the hospital from singing on live TV.
I'm crying, Eric!
There was an unexplained occurrence during this young man's musical performance breaking televisions across the nation.
There are also reports of many people needing medical attention. The true extent of the damage has not been assessed.
He also has a dream of becoming a master chef, but his cooking skills are disgusting and just puts whatever he thinks sounds good on his dish. Fun fact, episodes that include Big G cooking are the more darker episodes in the series, in my opinion.
Walk!
Please, I haven't lived a long life.
You gotta try them at the same time. It'll be doubly delicious. Eat up. Wow! Guess it's so delicious he's speechless!
Though you may see him bullying kids and saying his catchphrase like,
What's mine is mine, and what's yours is also mine!
but deep down, Big G is a simple guy with a big heart, unlike Sneetch with his short-looking ass. Sneetch is the spoiled rich kid that is proud of his family's wealth and sometimes being greedy to stuff he wants, some of them being Doraemon's gadgets.
What? I want it!
You can usually see him with a new toy that he acquired before even releasing to the public. And also, him and Big G are best friends to each other. You can see him on Big G's side for the most part, even if it's not pretty.
In that case, thank you, bestie! I will finally have my revenge, Captain Nobi!
Parrot Sneetch wants revenge.
I got something I think you'll find interesting. Ta-da! I keep on catching all these fish!
Yep, same goes for me.
Yeah, you're right. I'll try and take a realer-looking fake picture next time.
Why do you get to have two? It was my chef who cooked up this feast.
Don't you tell me what I can and can't do!
Why do you gotta solve everything with violence?
Why do you always brag about your money?
And then there's Sue. She is one of the best friends to Nobi. But unlike the first two, Sue is the nicest one out of Nobi's friends. She is smart and athletic. But when she's not studying or doing other activities, she is usually practicing violin. And let me tell you, she needs more practicing.
Here goes.
Oh, jeez!
It may sound like Sue doesn't have a lot of personality to her, but for sure, she is at least better than Katie from Yokai Watch when it comes to personalities to a character. There are more characters in the show I would like to talk about, such as Doremi, Mr. S, Ace Goody, and many others, but these characters are just thrown in at times in episodes just to be there.
weakness. I love yummy buns!
The show style has that cute Japan manga feel to it, but with something unique. The character designs look bulky in a good way, and retain their Japanese looks to them. Also, the characters' clothing are unique too. They change into different clothes in every episode, which makes this the first cartoon I watched that the characters have different clothing. I know Mabel from Gravity Falls did this, but that's just one character. Doraemon has over 4 characters that does this. One thing I found funny about Doraemon while I was rewatching the series is that there are some people in the show that look identical to other characters in media, in my opinion, like Nicole Watterson, Billy's dad, that one froggy girl, Isabel, and one of my characters that I made before knowing Doraemon's existence. I'm glad that they didn't change some Japanese cultures in the show, like clothing or the way how the drivers drive on the right rather than the left, but like other kids' animes from the past, Doraemon had to go through some censorships to fit its American audience. Like currency, using forks instead of chopsticks while eating in some episodes, some minor changes, Japanese signs, and my personal favorite Doraemon censor, the religious cross edit. This was removed in the US version due to referencing a cross and was replaced by a pizza. If you're wondering, why pizza? Just watch the episode Nobi's Turn at Bat if you're curious. The backgrounds in Doraemon are weird. Most of the episodes have simple flat 2D backgrounds, but sometimes they have this weird 3D mode going on, like, are these some kind of cutscenes for a 3DS Doraemon game? There was this one scene in the show that the background had the same style of another background in the Amazing World of Gumball episode, The Void. I guess that 25% of the show's budget went all on those goddamn 3D backgrounds.
That's awesome! Check me out!
No, not awesome! You get 1 coin, the one you lost!
Even though the series didn't last long, Doraemon ran for 2 seasons with a total of 52 episodes. Bang Zoom did an amazing job rewriting and dubbing these episodes for Disney XD. Some episodes like Battle of the Dueling Nobis, Action Quiz, and Calm Down Big G are great episodes that have this funny uniqueness to it.
Big G's like a volcano right now. His anger is the lava. Pretty soon it will be too much for him to contain. And when that happens, there's gonna be a massive volcanic eruption!
The show may look childish, but sometimes it has its dark moments. I already talked about the episodes with Big G cooking, so let's continue. Episodes like the Puppet Master's camera and Nobi's Tough to Stomach had some dark scenery into them.
He that hurts another hurts himself.
The body disassembler. We can use it to disassemble her body so we can have easy access to the opal. Then all we have to do is glue her back together.
As much as I love Doraemon USA or US, the series did have some bad episodes. These include The Action Planner, It's the End of the World as We Know It, and the infamous I Saw a Ghost episode. But one episode I feel like gets overlooked by the community is the 2015 special Invasion of the Goat Aliens. This episode is by far one of, if not the worst Doraemon episode I've watched. It's basically UFO but as a half-hour special with angry goat aliens. Not a big fan of this episode. It left me unsatisfied. What did satisfy me was these Doraemon episodes that are one of, if not the best episodes in the entire series, that have this sweet charm to it. I won't go into detail about these episodes, but all I gotta say is that Big G's Big Show, the Galaxy Grand Prix, Snow Kid on the Block, Treasure Hunting for Pork Chop, Escape from Score Zero, and The Visitor from the Future are the best Doraemon episodes in the entire series, in my opinion. But none of these episodes are compared to Doraemon's time capsule. This episode means so much to the series as a whole. You could say that this is kind of like the equivalent to Yokai Watch's Jibanyan's Secret. It's powerful, emotional, and it just perfects the bond between Nobi and Doraemon's friendship.
It's hopeless. Leave me behind and save yourself.
You know I won't do that!
But I'm just a robot. You can replace me.
I told you I won't do that!
Just leave me here!
But I don't wanna...
Towards the end, it plays off one of the most sweetest endings in cartoon/anime history. Usually I never cry when I watch a sad or sweet scene from any type of media, but this one had me in tears when it first premiered in Disney XD on July 15, 2014.
Happy birthday. Signed, your best pal forever. Huh? Yippee! I got a birthday card and a pal! Now I remember it. It was that note that made me so happy on the day I was born. Birthday!
And I ain't afraid to admit it. It's the best Doraemon US episode of all time.
Meow back to the robot cat from the future, Doraemon, on Disney XD.
Compared to other forgotten or underappreciated cartoons on Disney XD, I think Doraemon was something special, and I wish that more people on the internet could give it the attention and appreciation that it deserves. No show was like this one, and it's a shame that Disney only purchased 2 seasons. This show could have been popular as Star or maybe Phineas and Ferb, but that wasn't the case. Disney XD didn't promote it as much as other shows, hence why the show did not get enough viewership and the reason why we didn't got a 3rd season in America. Thus, it was cancelled on September 1st, 2015, replacing the show with Yokai Watch a month later. After that, there was nothing, not even reruns in 2016 from what I remember. In March of 2017, Doraemon came back for reruns on Disney XD's anime block, but was later taken off the air a couple of months later, and that was it. Doraemon was never aired again on Disney XD, and from my knowledge, I think Disney probably lost the rights to air Doraemon in the US. It's sad to see a series that had so much potential that the network kills it off due to low rating numbers. As an example, look at Wander Over Yonder and the 7D. These 2 shows had low ratings on Disney XD and were cancelled after 2 seasons. But with Wander Over Yonder, the series is pretty relevant by fans on social media with clips and fan art of the show. Plus, Disney XD still reruns Wander Over Yonder from time to time. But I see no one talking about the 7D on the internet. Not even videos or fan arts of the show on Twitter. Look, I will sell myself in order to see fan art of Hildy Gloom on Twitter. Getting back on topic, Doraemon is like both. It has a small fan base that supports the series but doesn't get the appreciation that it deserves. I know I've probably said this multiple times in the video, but it's true. But is the franchise still relevant here in the States? Well, they still are. Last year, Bandai Namco released Doraemon Story of Seasons on Nintendo Switch, Microsoft Windows, and soon on PS4. Now look, I'm not that guy that enjoys farming simulation games, but this one was decently good. Well, the demo at least. I really hope we get a Doraemon platformer or a Paper Mario style game in the future, but that's not all. Doraemon has a YouTube channel named Doraemon USA, and they uploaded all their Disney XD episodes in high quality without watermarks. I recommend you to go watch their episodes if you ever wanted to binge watch the series, especially during this time. Even the Stand By Me Doraemon movie English dub is on there too. Finally, I could watch the movie without any Indian uploading a bootleg version online. Speaking of Indians, why is Doraemon so popular in India? Look, I'm not like one of those racist people on the web, but seriously, every time I look up Doraemon, the first results I see is Doraemon in Hindi. Am I living in America or India? They can't stop talking about Doraemon in Hindi, which I find both funny and a tad bit annoying. Wake me up when they start doing Invader Zim in Hindi or Amphibia in Hindi. Jokes aside, Doraemon Gadget from the future, or whatever you like to call it, is such an outstanding series. If it wasn't for Disney XD, I wouldn't even know Doraemon's existence or the franchise as a whole. So, should it deserve a 3rd season? What is this, a question for my Stouffer's fish fillet? Of course it does! I sure hope so. By the way, I recently bought this San Diego Comic-Con exclusive metallic Doraemon figure by Bandai. This is such an amazing collectible for Doraemon fans. If you're a fan of the show or you're just getting into the series, get them while you can, before they skyrocket in price, because Bandai only made 300 of these figures. Before I end this video, I just wanted to say thank you to Disney XD, Bang Zoom, Viz Media, and the Doraemon USA YouTube channel for making this show one of my favorites of all time, and making so many great memories with the blue robot cat from the future. Without all of this video wouldn't be possible, and big thanks to @Uma Yorokobi for letting me use her Wander Over Yonder art for the video. Anyways, thanks for watching. Here's to hoping that Doraemon will gain popularity and attention here in America. This is SuperKirbyDood, powering down.
Doraemon! You can't leave my voice like this all day!
Summer vacation? Animation! Brand new showcation?
Animation!
hosted Llamacation?
Proper.
Animacation! Let's go! Your Animacation starts Monday, June 9th and continues all summer long, only on Disney XD.
You can't handle this.
It was sent from a dark future to protect an innocent boy from himself.
Well, that wasn't your smartest move.
It's Doraemon. The future is meow.
I'm not making any promises.
Doraemon. Brand new tomorrow at 12:30, 11:30 Central on Disney XD.